It's a dinosaur.
In the book Jurassic Park, Michael Crichton figured out how to bring dinosaurs back to life in the 20th century, and he did it through science. And that's what really attracted me to the Jurassic Park movies. At the time, it was only one movie, but I wanted to do it in the correct way. And I didn't want to make a Godzilla movie. I wanted this to be a movie that was based on quantifiable science.
I remember very well the first time I saw Jurassic Park. I think it's the first time I was in front of a movie and I was aware that I was watching movie history. I knew that from that moment on, everything would be possible to put on the big screen, no matter how crazy that would be, in a realistic way.
So what do we do now?
When we were shooting Jurassic World, the fun thing to do on set was to talk about how this story could evolve.
This movie is not actually a sequel, it's part of a trilogy, so it's designed to be number 2 in the story of all 3 movies.
Action! We knew you were only gonna get to be on an island with a theme park once, because you're gonna break everything, you're gonna destroy everything that it was. And so what would be the result of that? What would be the next step beyond it? In the original book of Jurassic Park, they talk about how it was a volcanic island, and so we zeroed in on this as being an opportunity.
We're literally blowing up the island so that we won't go back to the island. We needed to move on. We needed to expand, and that's what we're doing in this film.
I love how the film opens a grand spectacle and then becomes this kind of claustrophobic experiment in terror.
We wanted J.A. Bayona to direct this movie because he lives in a world of childhood nightmares.
If you look at the movies that he's done, if you look at The Impossible, if you look at Monster Calls, even The Orphanage, they're all very suspenseful, on the edge of your seat kind of filmmaking.
Okay, you got it.
Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park was based upon real scientific theories. So these stories have to be grounded. You need to do them right. They need to feel 100% real.
He has a need to make the audience feel what he's feeling. So that's why Jay's movies always keep mixing genres. Nothing is black or white, and the complexity of the human beings is the interesting part of the story.
Yes, 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 or actually, yes. It's good to have a film professor as your director. J.A. shared with me that he was a film professor and he taught a class on Jurassic Park. There's something very, very poetic and cosmic about that.
Every camera movement for me should be designed very specifically because for me that's the way I tell the story.
With J.A., it's not so much what is there, but what might be around the corner.
There's nothing in there. The tail,
Yeah.
go back.
Jay's ambition was to really do something very unique, something that stands out by itself as a piece of beautiful filmmaking, but at the same time integrates in the story.
I did 3 movies in Europe, so I was able to show people this is what I do. And I was so fortunate that some of the people responsible of Fallen Kingdom saw those movies and thought I was the right guy to do the next one. And of course, I always wanted to work with Steven Spielberg.
They showed me the cut, and I saw it by myself, and I thought J.A. just knocked it out of the ballpark.
And for me, it was very special because I grew up watching these movies, and having Steven's approval was something very special.